Hi, I am Kaylee Harlin from the DeLeon 4-H Club, and this is my 2018 Trashion video. Today I'm presenting to you my dress made from plastic feed sacks, a recycled prom dress, and old t-shirts. My feed sacks came from Arms Fish Farm, where farmers bring them to the fish farm to be recycled. At the fish farm, they use the bags to help transport fish, and I have wanted to create a dress out of the plastic feed sacks. You will also notice the bow and straps that are attached to my dress. I bought a used prom dress from a charity store called Hope, and I used the fabric from that dress to make the bow and straps. My belt is made from my old t-shirts. Plastic takes up to 1,000 years to degrade in a landfill. Also, enough plastic is thrown away each year to circle the earth 4 times. Sadly enough though, only 25% of the plastic used in the U.S. is recycled. These are the bags that I will be using to make my recycled sack dress. The lamb and goat bags are from my show animals. The rest of the bags were donated by Arms Fish Farm, where my parents work. The first thing I'm going to do to prepare my bags is pull the bottom strips off of them. And then I'm going to put them in a bathtub and wash them with soap and water, and then hang them up to dry. I soaked the bags with Dawn soap and hot water in the bathtub. Then I hung them up to dry. I cut out each pattern piece so that the animals would be centered in the patterns. Since straight pins don't work well on plastic, I clipped my seams together with metal clips so I could sew them. The hardest part about sewing feed sacks is that they're very slippery, so I had to hold it steady while sewing it together. To press my seams open, I used a piece of a board to make them flat. I lined the bodice of the dress with white fabric, then I sewed the bodice to the skirt. Then came the hardest part of the dress, putting the zipper in. Since plastic is not very flexible, sewing in the zipper was very difficult. To make the shoulder straps and bow, I first cut the petticoat off the prom dress, which I later added an elastic waistband to have a slip to wear under my sack dress. The prom dress wasn't large enough to cut out the straps and bows without having seams in them, but this just added to the uniqueness of my sack dress. After the shoulder straps and bow were complete, I had to attach them to my feed sack dress. There was some hand sewing to finish the bow, and we then had to level my dress before hemming it. If I could change anything about this project, I would try to find a larger prom dress and would find some other way to fasten it without a zipper, maybe using Velcro instead. Did you know that the t-shirt and jeans you are wearing cost the earth 2,200 gallons of water, enough to fill a small tanker truck? The production of cotton textiles uses up large amounts of resources, such as water and energy, as well as releasing byproducts of starch, paraffin, dyes, pesticides, and other harmful pollutants into the air and soil. Each year, over 2 billion t-shirts are sold worldwide. The production of one t-shirt uses up to 700 gallons of water. Eco-conscious consumers might think that buying organic cotton shirts solves the problem of textile waste, but an organic t-shirt is little help to the environment if it is washed in hot water, dry cleaned, and thrown away with the other 11 million tons of textiles that are trashed each year. The most effective way to reduce textiles waste is to buy used clothing from thrift stores and donate or reuse your clothes instead of throwing them away. The EPA estimates that the average American throws away about 70 pounds of clothes a year, most of which are destined to rot away in landfills. Why toss a shirt into the trash where it will waste away when you can give it a new life instead? A shirt reused saves the environmental cost of a t-shirt produced. To accessorize my feed sack dress, I made a braided belt out of recycled t-shirts. To make the belt, I took 4 of my old t-shirts and cut 2 3-inch wide strips off the bottom edge of the shirts. To get the belt started, I overlapped the ends of the strips and sewed them together. I then braided the strips together and stitched the other ends. Then I used a plain buckle and folded one end over the buckle and stitched it in place.